welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. My name is Sibylle, and today I'm going to talk to you about what to do when there's just too much to do. There was a time in my life when I had the idea for a story that I wanted to write. I carried this idea around with me for a good 2 years. Not because I had writer's block or anything, or not because I was doubting my ability or any of these things. The simple reason was that I had so much going on in my life that I simply could not find the energy, the time, and also the energy and the headspace to really sit down and find that quiet that you need in order to create anything. 2 years. Now, before I say anything else, I would like to state that yes, there are times in life when you just won't have time for anything meaningful, creative, your passion, your purpose, or anything like that. Everybody goes through these phases. Life is cyclical in nature, and there's always times. I'll give you an example. Somebody just had a new baby. You could say that for the first at least 6 months, they'll probably be completely busy with that. And things like exercise and eating healthy and their social obligations are going to, for the most part, fall by the wayside. And there's nothing wrong with that, because most people go through this when they have a baby. There are times in life somebody might be sick, a family member might be in hospital, and you have to look after them, or you look after their children for them, or you have a friend that you need to support. There's always times in life when it's just not possible. And I'm here to tell you that is okay, and it's normal. I have a good rule to figure out whether it's really one of those situations, or whether I'm actually lying to myself and keeping busy and staying too busy to do what I really want to do, and just making an excuse. You know, we all probably know at least one person who says, "Oh, I'm so busy right now, but it'll calm down in a few months' time." And then 6 months later, you meet them and they say, "Oh yeah, I'm still very, very busy, but by Christmas, this'll be history, and I'll have time again." And 2 years later, they'll still tell you the same story. Don't be that person. A good rule of thumb for me has always been this, what I call the 6-month rule. If something goes on for more than 6 months, then you need to make a change and you need to do something about it. And most situations and emergencies and things that you have to deal with, obviously there are some exceptions to the rule, but most of the time, after about 6 months, things should go back to normal. If you're caring for a sick family member and you're still caring for them 6 months later, it might be time to get some help. So be sure that you don't string yourself along and make excuses, and that if you are in a situation where you just can't do anything else right now, that this is really a temporary situation and not your new normal. The next thing I say is not going to come as a big surprise. Everybody who's busy has heard this advice: prioritize. The question is how to prioritize when everything that's going on seems so important and so urgent, and you don't really know where to start and what even to start eliminating. Now, what I recommend is to take a little time, just try and make a couple of minutes, to sit down with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and ask yourself a few hard questions, a few fundamental questions, such as, what are the most important things in my life? Family, children, friends, your partner, yourself, your own health, your passion. What are the most important things in your life? Write them down. Put it in writing, trust me on this one. Don't just think about it. Put it in writing. You're going to need this black on white. The next question would be, what is urgent right now? Now, this goes back to what I said earlier, that there are situations in life, an accident, somebody is sick or whatever. This is an urgent situation, and it might not be your priority in life to recover from a broken bone, but if you have a broken bone right now, you have no choice. It's urgent. You need to deal with this right now. You can't put it off by a year. You have to spend the time to heal. So what are the important things? What are the urgent things in your life right now? And then, of course, ask yourself, what's my passion? What lights me up? What is the thing that I could do all day? Write that down as well. And when you're in a situation in life where there's just too much going on and there's always so much to do, you're always short of time and busy and maybe even stressed, then I have to tell you that everything outside of the answers to these 3 questions should go and fall by the wayside. And it can be really hard because there might be things you enjoy too. There might be things you like doing. There might be people involved that you really like, and you'll have to try and work them into your life otherwise, because the truth is, if you keep holding on to everything you're doing, nothing's going to change. Things are going to change when you change things. So be ruthless with this. Cancel. Leave clubs and societies and organizations. Say no to invitations from people. Be really ruthless with this and just cut away everything that isn't absolutely essential in terms of what is the most important stuff for you. Unavoidable, urgent things that are going on in your life right now. And the third thing, what I said, obviously your passion or multiple passions. The next and also quite obvious step is to get support. But although it's obvious, I'm always surprised at how many people never ask for help. They might be killing themselves looking after a sick child or after a sick parent, or juggling 2 jobs and a business and a family and doing everything on their own, but it would never occur to them to just reach out to a friend and say, could you just take my child for this morning and look after her, or take her to the playground because I need to do X, Y, and Z. There are such simple things that people can do, and most people in your life are happy to do them for you. And if you can, if it's appropriate and you can afford it, you might also get paid help. Get somebody to clean your house for you. Don't feel guilty about that. You don't have to be a domestic goddess. We're not in the 1950s anymore. So seriously, reach out and get the support that you can get. You'll be surprised how willing people are to lend a hand and to give their help. And obviously you will do the same thing for them when things get busy with them. And the most important bit of support is probably a good plan, a good scheduling tool, a calendar, reminders on your phone. Use all of those. I've posted articles and done videos about this before, and I will do it again. Time management is a virtue. Just look through my blog on wildspiritscoaching.com and just scroll down through the older entries. There are several on the subject of time management. Taking these steps sounds very simple, but it's not always easy to do, especially when you're stuck in this hustling mode, where you're just in firefighting mode, where you're just doing a million things and you never stop to think about why you're actually doing them and how you feel in all of this, and where the important things in your life are, like your passions. So take these steps, really put them into practice, and see where that takes you. Would you like to join my tribe of wild spirits? All you have to do is go to wildspiritscoaching.com and fill in the little form. You'll receive free weekly coaching magic directly to your inbox, packed with information, inspiration, recommendations of books and other resources, and lots more. So go to wildspiritscoaching.com. You can also Google Wild Spirits Coaching, that'll get you to my website as well, and sign up. Now I promise you I will never ever spam you, nor will I ever share your data with anyone else. It's completely safe with me. Thanks for watching.